at our temperatures. This isn't a daytime storm where we see some melting, so anything that falls will accumulate. As far as daytime highs are concerned, anywhere that is receiving snow stays below freezing. So a big accumulation day. 27 the high tomorrow in the Springs, 27 Walsenburg, Trinidad, even the southeastern corner, Lamar and Springfield, where we're in the low 30s. Pueblo and La Junta, this is the danger zone where I think lesser snow totals are anticipated. One more quick check. A lot going on. High wind warnings for El Paso and Pueblo County, winter storm warnings, northern El Paso, Douglas County, blizzard warnings, southern I-25, and the far eastern plains. A very high impact storm is approaching. Even if you don't see snow, very damaging winds will be anticipated. So clouds continue to increase tonight. We do see a few flurries potentially spill out across I-25. This is 7 p.m. But the real bulk of our energy won't quite arrive until we get towards likely the later overnight hours. You see, by midnight, snow really beginning to build, and it will rapidly then spill out across the I-25 corridor. So by 4 a.m., everyone is seeing some snow, even south of the Springs towards Pueblo and La Junta. This is where we are favoring lower totals, but they still get a burst of snow. The snow hole begins to take effect by about 10 a.m., but we're seeing moderate snow all night for Teller, northern El Paso, southern Douglas County. So the two real focus areas, if you will, for the morning commute will be the Springs to Denver and Pueblo towards Trinidad, and La Junta east towards Lamar towards the border. So we got three real areas that we watch for treacherous to life-threatening travel at times. Now, snow begins to wrap up by about noon to 1 p.m. tomorrow for the Palmer Divide. Remember, strong northerly flow that you're seeing does really favor lesser snow towards Fountain and Pueblo, and that's the exact setup we see once again tomorrow. Now, this is far from over. Out across the plains, snow begins to end by about 5 to 6 o'clock, so a few more hours of snow for the plains. That's where we also are anticipating some of the more heavy impacts with the winds and snow combined. We'll waste no time getting towards the snow map. A lot to dissect here. Generally, 3 to 6 up across the gap, 3 to 6 for southern I-25. You head towards the extreme southeastern corner, Kim and Springfield, 6 to 12 inches, Lamar 2 to 5. These areas are where the wind really comes at the same time as the snow. That is why the blizzard warnings have been issued. The immediate downtown area, more like trace to an inch, but it's as you head just north, more potential for an inch or two towards Woodman will be possible. Briargate towards Falcon, just south of Peyton, 1 to 4 inches generally anticipated, with widespread 2 to 5, 3 to 6. Then for extreme northern El Paso County, up towards the Gap. Now, this happens overnight, so you really need to pay attention for the morning commute. Drive slow, very dangerous travel is anticipated. A general trace, maybe an isolated inch from Pueblo West all the way over towards Ordway. Canyon City likely misses out as well. Then we do see towards La Junta, that's where the more like 1 to 3 inch will be possible, but there's a sharp cutoff with the storm. Kim and Springfield, favoring them as our hot spots here, a general 6 to 12 inches, Lamar 2 to 5 as well. Walsenburg in the 2 to 5 inch range. So high impact depending where you're traveling. Now we get into the winds, a whole nother aspect of this storm. Wind potential we've increased since yesterday, and we are just looking at flat out gusty conditions. No other way to put it. For the I-25 corridor across the Pikes Peak region, the winds arrive as the snow tapers off. So no blizzard warnings in turn have been issued. Now for the plains, they occur at the same time with 70-mile-per-hour gusts blowing snow. That's why we do see the blizzard alert. A general summary, what we're anticipating: snow across the Palmer Divide and southern I-25 out towards the plains. Wind, you don't pick up the snow, you're picking up the wind. The 70-mile-per-hour gust potential, difficult to impossible travel is anticipated. Another unsettled stretch beyond this by the Thursday to Saturday time frame. So a whole lot we're keeping an eye on in the weather world. We get through this system, we watch our unsettled stretch, and beyond this extended forecast, so Monday, not this coming Monday, but beyond this, the polar vortex looks to invade. We're likely dealing then with temperatures in the single digits. Let's get through the storm tomorrow, try and avoid travel until the sun comes out the later afternoon hours, if at all possible, across I-25. The plains, it's best to have a backup plan to stay in. Monument 3 to 6 inches. Another system Thursday to Friday, an Arctic blast beyond the extended forecast, not this Monday, but next Monday. You can already see some of those overnight lows downright frigid. Canyon City likely misses out on the snow. Woodland Park, 2 to 5 inches also anticipated. Don't go anywhere. We got more news right after the break.